Clutzy, the podcast this week is brought to you by the greatest beer on planet Earth, and that is Albi, baby.
Yes, it is, mate. Look, we're starting to get into silly season. I know a lot of people are hanging out on weekends with their mates, and it's time to bring a block to the party, to the occasion. You can have a block party, some would say.
Block party.
You can have a block party with Albi. Now, if you go to Liquor Legends or online and use the code BBB, you'll get $5 off a case of Albi Crisp Lager.
That's correct. Head in store or online to your local Liquor Legends, grab a block of Albi Crisp Lager, our favourite beer. I was going to save the summer season, but it's all year round.
Yep.
And use code BBB for $5 off. Trust us, try this beer. It will not disappoint. I'm going to be drinking them dry.
Yeah, 100%. This isn't a try before you buy situation. This is a buy, try, and just love.
This is just buy. Try.
Buy. Bye. Yeah. Shout out to whoever that band is.
Shout out to Albi Lager.
And shout out to Albi Lager.
I was like, oh.
Bloody brilliant beers. Bloody brilliant beers. Bloody brilliant sport.
And welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Better.
Beers podcast.
Yeah.
That's got something to ask. We are the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations you can more likely hear from the front bar at your local. And where are we today, Clutzy?
Once again, we're at the Caxton Hotel, mate. Really nice to be here.
It is really nice to be here. This is our weekly sports show where, as always, we'd say if you're here for a breakdown of stats and analysis, we'd ask that you kindly
Fuck off.
Fuck off. And we're joined by our great friend who's so excited to be here in his Queensland Bulls t-shirt, Jack Cronin, Caesars Palace. How are you, mate?
Well, thank you. Very well, thank you.
That's the way.
Yeah. The Bulls off a famous victory over the Vicks
Yeah,
last
there's
night.
so much cricket stuff
Mate,
to talk about.
Can I just say, the Queensland Bulls or Queensland Cricket posted that photo yesterday, and it was like one of these was taken at 3:30, the next was taken at 4:30, and the fucking
Storm?
the Gabba, it's
pitch
black.
black.
It's pitch black. They're like, shout out to the ground staff for being able to turn this around.
Great drainage.
You know
The
what?
best drainage in the world at the
Dude,
Gabba.
it is. I'll show you, Das. I'll get this up because I'm assuming you would have seen it already, Jack, and done some
few times in a few different browsers.
Jack sent through the photo.
He was saying
He was the one in the crowd.
So this was taken at 3:30 yesterday, Darcy.
Holy shit.
And then 4:30.
Back on.
Back on, straight on. Like, we got to...
Rain, hail, or shine.
Yeah.
The shield doesn't
Can
stop.
I just say... Nothing. It doesn't need to be said. Like,
Yeah, you've said it all.
I've said it all.
While we're giving shout outs and a round of applause, I mean, we'll get to, obviously, Australia beating England in the test, but
Did that happen?
another big cricketing thing that I want to cover off is, I don't know if you boys are as up to date as I am, but have you seen some of the celebrity first balls that the Brisbane Heat WBBL's team
Bits and
has
pieces. Yeah,
No.
bits and pieces.
Oh, dude, I've seen two people now attempt to bowl the first ball, and neither of them have even hit the pitch.
No, what?
Yep.
Steve Harmison's back.
Twice.
Holy.
Dude, Matt Denny was one of them. I
Yeah.
love Matt Denny, but mate, you've got to do better.
Did he try and shot put it?
No, he got stuck in his hand and he dragged it through
Tough.
and just And the other one was I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Ellie Beer. She's a Australian sprinter and mate, obviously a very talented athlete and sprinter, but one of the worst attempts at a first ball that I've ever seen.
I tell you what, if you could get a sprinter channeling a bowling action,
Oh.
you could have some of the quickest fucking
Imagine Usain
thunderbolts
Bolt.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost as
Usain.
fast as a barber in Chermside.
No, mate. No one can
Come
bowl
on, mate, that's
140
silly,
clicks
Jack.
like that.
That's so silly. No one can bowl like him.
Quick
but-
shout out to that video Das pointed out yesterday that there was a West Indian cricketer
I'll see if I can find it so we
who
can shout it out. I'm
commented.
sure he's listening.
Shamar
Because
Joseph.
no. On that video, someone said, I know this guy. I know he can bowl 140. And then this West Indian cricketer was like, I can almost guarantee that he can't. Like,
Yeah.
That's so
the
good.
fact that we've reached the Caribbean, fuck yeah.
This girl said, I personally know him myself, and I can say 110% say I wholeheartedly believe there is nothing that Josh can't do. And then this cricketer said, I've never met him, but I promise you he cannot. Dominic Drakes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good.
So fun.
Before we get too much more into the cricket chat, I just want to say as well, Das, I know that we're not here for stats and analysis, but Das stepped up to the plate this week for us on the other pod I do, the SC Playbook. How did you find the stats and analysis?
Sensational.
Like, was it everything you expected?
100%.
Or
I
like
didn't understand
more.
fucking any of it. I was
Yeah.
talking to Jack just before where you were doing a piss. Clutzy's like, we'll just read through the names on the list. Like, fucking can't even pronounce half these cunts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was thinking about some of the biggest names in the NFL at the moment, and they're not easy names.
No.
Devon Neal.
I did. I bit of value. I did provide. Thank me later. Value. What was the episode title?
Oh, I've got it written down. Thank fuck.
Pickens me. What's his first name?
George Pickens me.
Because he's talking about how he's going. So, he's saying Pickens
George
me.
Pickens me. Just deciding between him and
Suck
Rashid
shit,
Rice
Eden.
on my team
You
this
fucking
week.
gimp. I'm coming for you, buddy. You fucking loser.
Yeah. Hey, we might need a new host, Funky. If your scores keep going as bad as they do.
Yeah.
But back to the cricketing world. One of the great names. Apparently, this guy popped up last year. You know how they post crick info stuff of just random park cricketers? They get a photo of
Jack's
them and
life goal is to
put it
make
up on-
that. Yep, but
it would be great. This guy
that and blow
apparently
the Viking horn at a Raiders game.
he took some of the best figures ever in bowling last year, and I'm just going to assume he's a spin bowler. But he is from the Boleyn Cricket Club. He's a big lad. And he scored his first runs in 721 days, 3 not out of 6 balls, 50 strike rate, batting at 10. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, why the fuck would they have posted this? And then I saw the name. First name Dragon, last name Powerpoon. Dragon Powerpoon.
I thought it was just because he hadn't scored a run in 320.
Well, I did think it was that, but I was like, you're not posting about that if your name's not Dragon Powerpoon.
True. Yeah,
He's like DPP.
Yeah. DPP. Fuck. God, I wish I could do that.
That was Clutzy at the year 10 gym dance.
DPP.
Dragon Powerpoon.
Oh, yeah. No. I didn't talk to a girl
No,
until I
yeah,
was
I was too
18.
scared. Far too
I
scared.
was genuinely terrified.
Jack can't wait to meet his fiance.
Pretty sure I threw up talking to a girl once. It made me that nervous.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Jack, can we talk about the Ashes, please?
We can. Where should we start?
I don't even know.
I'd like to start with this. Jason Gillespie. Have you seen this?
That he faced more balls in his 200.
Jason Gillespie told a guy called Corbin Middlemas that he faced more balls in his test double hundred than England faced in the entire Perth test.
Right?
Another fantastic. I know we're not about stats and analysis, but this is a cricket podcast.
Yeah, bear with
now.
us. Yeah.
My favourite one. Not a single English-born cricketer took a wicket
Yeah, I did see that. I
in
also
40 wickets.
I didn't realise Bryden Cast was not born in England, and then I heard his post-day interview on day one, and it was like a South African.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
literally.
I said that, I was like, we're interviewing an Englishman for the end of the first day because they've done quite well as well. A Zimbabwe-born man whose dad played for Zimbabwe, who then grew up in South Africa, who now plays for England. That's
Incredible.
why you're losing. Also, you're being spearheaded by a man from the Caribbean. Like, it's just... And you're being led by a fucking Kiwi.
2 Kiwis.
2 Kiwis, the captain and the coach.
And Tim Southey, bowling coach,
Now,
Kiwi.
I actually spent my Saturday afternoon at the Brecky Creek watching it on the big screen outside with the Mercedes building in the background. And the last time I watched cricket there was a test match, I believe. And Mitch Marsh was one of the in the squad, but not playing. And we're all there on the piss. It might have been a one day or so. Anyway, we're watching the cricket happen, and they were like, holy fuck, that looks like Mitch Marsh. Dude running along near Brecky Creek in full fucking Cricket Australia gear, and it was Mitch Marsh.
Oh, really? On Saturday?
Not on the weekend, but the last time I was at the Brecky Creek watching cricket. So all I could think was, holy fuck, Mitch Marsh is going to run past us. But it was one of the things, you know how when you're in like a sporting team,
Yes.
if you don't hit your kilometres, like you got like a professional one, you got to hit your kilometres. Dude, Mitch Marsh like ran past us all these years ago. So I'm sitting there drinking beers and
Wait,
I'm
so
like,
is the game still on?
the game's still on, yeah. So while the game was happening, it might have been like a 2020 or a one day, or it might have been at the Gabba or something. He ran past. It was one of the things where, you know, you got to hit your kilometres or something to stay fit. Something I wouldn't know about. But the whole time I'm there, I was like, who's in the extended squad of the Australian team that might
Wasn't it
not
in
be in Perth and could possibly run past us? I was so convinced I might see Mitch Marsh again. It was so fast.
Is Mitch
What the
Marsh
fuck?
from Perth?
Yeah, Mitch Marsh was in Perth.
Wasn't he there?
Yeah, but he might have
the
been over
Bulls
here
were playing.
visiting. Because he then went on a...
That is the most fucked thing. After the test we've just had.
You're sitting there watching England unravel, and you're just like, I wonder if Mitch Marsh will run past.
That's all I could think about. The other
Last
thing...
time I was here, he ran past. So
Well-
he must run past every time I come to the Brecky Creek and drink.
Hey, well, it's happened. It's happened 50% of the times I've watched cricket at the Brecky Creek.
You
So
did see a
it's-
very famous celebrity there, though.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, rated
I
number
did.
Very jealous about that.
Two.
328.
328, of course.
I saw one of his employees yesterday, and he said, "I wonder how far down the list you were to get the text message." I was like, "Yeah, that hurts a little bit, but that's okay." But one of the other things I was doing while watching the cricket, which you'll love,
Wanking furiously.
Now, do you know the senior McVeigh prong? PJ McVeigh's dad at all?
No,
you didn't have a McVeigh in your year. Okay,
I do know the McVeigh boys, but not their father.
Prong and I were standing there trying to figure out what dying animals the English cricket team resembled. Now, Ben Stokes, we came to the conclusion that with the haircut he's currently rocking and the long nose he has and how fucked the side of his head looks, he's a dying bald eagle.
He doesn't look great,
feathers,
does
he
he?
looks terrible.
Looks a bit gaunt.
But my favourite one about not looking great, and this is really, really showing where he is because this is a bit of a feral bird, and you'll love the one that I've made the connection with here. Joe Root looks like a dying pigeon.
You love pigeons, not me, dude.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You'll know that I love pigeons.
Why do you love pigeons?
Dude, because they look so... They just fucking move.
Have you ever been walking outside with Clutzy? He's a pigeon. Maybe mid-sentence, pigeon.
He's a pigeon.
He's got a radar.
It's like Jeremy Clarkson with loud cars, but that's
Yeah.
me with pigeons.
I would get excited thinking you've seen Glenn McGrath.
Yeah.
That's weird.
If
You're
gonna
the
point out
pervert,
pigeon-
Jack.
Yeah,
if you're
that's
gonna
so
point out
weird.
Pigeon,
But yeah, so, and then the most crazy thing I thought was on Saturday we go into bat and I'm like, there's no way that we win this game today, but
Yeah.
we will be in such a strong position to win early tomorrow.
I called someone's girlfriend, like, didn't call her that, but when she suggested, like, we were going back in, she's like, oh, so we just win this day? Then I was like, oh, no. Like, you clearly have no idea what you're talking about.
And enter Travis Head. All the edits of Travis Head have been so good.
yeah, Type Medias was.
Yeah, Type Medias was
got
the
that out
best.
very quickly as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't fuck about.
No,
Type
he
Media.
doesn't. He's shown some videos of how he does them as like what he has prepared before the game start and stuff, and what he does during them. And I was like, far out, man. It's a commitment.
He doesn't miss either. They're all fucking
Nah, they're
sick
elite.
edits. Yeah.
They are elite. But yeah, dude, what about if you just go back a little bit and England were essentially one for 105 in a one innings game, and they're all out and lost the game within a few hours.
Crazy. Mitch Stark took how many wickets in, 24 hours,
Took
basically?
10 for the game.
I was saying this to Darcy yesterday in the car. Like, usually when you have a look at, someone had like a 10-wicket haul or someone took 7 wickets in the first innings, you're like, geez, they must have put some kilometres in there and going to have a lot of load-bearing issues. We did not bowl much.
The only load issue Mitch Stark's having is how much golf he's going to play between now and the second test, I think.
Well, I think I think Green and Lyon bowled like 4 overs combined for the game, maybe.
Yeah.
5, and then we used 3 bowlers for the rest of it.
Yeah. Insane.
Even, I think it was the second innings, Lyon looked like he was coming back on. He came back on the field, was warming up, and then they got a scalp, and they're like, oh, we'll just fucking
Yeah. Like there
Stark
wasn't really
cleans
any
up the
need
tail.
for him because it was like roll through Stark and then short ball. They went with Doggett for the short ball stuff, which was the tail. And he kind of cleaned up the tail, but it was just like...
he did well, man.
He did bowl well.
Great debut.
Funny highlights package though. Like it was like 2 caught down, like strangled down leg side,
One
and
went
then like
upstairs.
caught on the boundary,
Yeah.
and like his first wicket he didn't even really appeal for and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a funny highlights package, but 5 wickets on.
Not
deck,
how, not how you
Yeah.
envision your first wicket in a test match
Yeah.
for your country, hey? Like,
And
I
then
want to see
also, like,
Bale skittled.
They review,
Yeah.
and then as soon as they review, Harry Brook just walks
Walked off, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
So it was a funny one, but yeah, at 1 for 65, I was just like, I fully thought we were completely fucked.
Yeah.
And for England to blow it in the manner that they did and the speed that they did is just like,
Every time they got on top, they just let us back in.
yeah.
They just
But that's
let us
just
back
kind
in.
of their thing. Like the game's never in anyone's favor that much. Like even in the first innings, we were taking wickets regularly, but then in between that, it was like, fuck, they're on top of us because
Yeah,
they're scoring
they're
so
scoring
quickly.
5 and over, yeah.
And then they got to like 5 for 150, and you're like, fuck, if they put up 250, 300 here, they're probably feeling pretty good. And then they lose like 5 for 10.
Yeah.
And it's like, what just happened?
How good was in the commentary, the Channel 7 commentary, Stuart Broad
Yeah, it was
taking
great.
a moment and then Haydos ripping in. Stay in here, Stuart. You're taking a lot of wickets. Like, oh my God. Like it's the only thing like I'm annoyed about is that today should be the last day.
Yeah.
Like, Jack, we're given 25 days of Australian Test cricket on home soil a year or a summer. We've had 2. Like, a fifth of it's gone already. Like, in the blink of an eye, we're not going to have it.
I know. But
like, it's great to win, and it was great to win like that. But can we at least push it out to late day 3, early day 4?
I think if it went to day 3, we would have, like, lost.
Yeah.
Like, unless
we
won day 3 morning. But as in, like, at that point, on lunch on day 1, on day 2, if England is still batting at the end of day 2, we're fucked.
In a big way. Yeah.
That's
What
what I
I'm
mean.
saying
So-
is, like, if England batted slightly longer and Travis went out and did exactly what he did, like, we could have extended to, like, a lunchtime day 3. I'm happy with that.
The way England play, though, is just so chaotic. It's like, I'm, like, worn out. But I was worn out after day 2. I was like, I'm done. I need
Too
a few
hectic.
days off.
Are we overreacting here? But could this be Baz's last series?
Maybe, but it's too early in the series to say. But like the sentiment has definitely shifted, I would say, amongst English fans. Like, it was at first like, how good's Bazball, yada yada, but now there's like you can sense genuine frustration from a lot of the fans, and I think rightly so.
Can we just stick in and, I don't know, try and win the fucking game traditionally?
Well, just like the fact that they refuse to adapt to any circumstance. They play with no game awareness. They play with no respect for the conditions. Like, it's infuriating, and it's this, like, we know better than everyone who's come before us. We're going to do it our way. And yes, it comes off sometimes, and it looks great when it does, but they've still never beaten Australia or India in a series using this strategy.
I think when it comes off, it always comes off in a big way too. Like, they win by 500.
And I think there's a good chance they win a test this summer and they fucking pump us, because it all just comes together perfectly. Like, I don't think we'll win 5-0, but I do think them winning 3 out of the next 4 when they play this, if they're going to keep playing this way, is just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And like, the other thing was, like, a big part of the, like, 2 things in Bazball they were really building towards was Zach Crawley has stayed in this team for 3 years with poor performance because they thought he would bat well in Australia, and he makes a pair.
Yeah.
So that's fucking very frustrating. But the second part was they've had this vision for this pace attack for years, and that first night it was like, holy shit, it all came together. Like, 4 guys bowling 140 Ks plus. Australia looked completely rattled.
And not even Josh from High Street Barbershop. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how'd they find 4 guys?
Yeah,
And
4 more guys.
yeah. And I was like us getting rolled by high pace, I was like, this is like if Australia rocked up to India with 3 mystery spinners and just bamboozled Indians. It'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that's the other thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like, we looked scared, and they were like fiery and like so hard to get away. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is not what it's meant to be like. And then the second innings, because we open with head, they kind of just give up on their tactics straight away and start trying to bowl short. And like, I've seen this criticism of Stokes a fair bit in the last couple of days, and I agree with it. It's like, whenever something is happening that is a bit out of control, he like feels like he has to top it. And it's like, what if I just went short to them? Or what if we did this? And what if we did that? And it's just like, when things aren't working, they're always like, we need to be more aggressive. We need to go even crazier. And it's just like, their ego gets in the way of so much of their good cricket.
That's the Kiwi,
It would drive me crazy if I was a fan of England.
Yeah, it sucks. The thing with Trav opening, there's a little quote here that Nathan Lyon was saying, and they were talking about who's going to step up and open. And apparently Trav, as he was padding up, said, "Oh, well, I might as well. It can't be that hard. I might as well go get him." And get him, he did.
I do not doubt that.
No, I don't doubt it
The
either.
best part is, though, like, Trav goes out there and you hear all this shit about Bazball and adapting to conditions and blah, blah, blah. Trav goes out there and goes, oh, it's not actually that hard what you guys do. Like, I'll just do it like you guys do
I'll
it,
just
but
do it
better.
way better.
In front of everyone and win a game with one of the all-time great hundreds. Like, that, to me, will go down as one of the great hundreds that I've ever seen.
Easily.
Did you see the press conference with Steve Smith?
Did you see when he's like, it definitely got easier to bat on? He's like, oi.
Smith's there in the press conference and Trav's next to him, and someone said, was that the greatest 100 you've ever seen? And Trav goes, no. Like, straight away. And Smith's just like cackling. But it's I don't know, there's a lot of things that I take away from that. Like, Starkey stood up
Big time.
so much.
Big time.
Like, that is, considering that guy used to get pummeled by Shane Keith for not giving a fuck about the jumper pretty much and the Guernsey, and then he's come out and like he's literally led that
He's
attack.
bowled his dick
and
off.
Mitchell Stark is officially cockless.
Yeah.
He's like Tom Dearden in that Origin series.
I am happy for him because there was a long period of his career where he was like quite polarizing with fans, because on his bad days he could be really wayward and like really chaotic, and I think the last 3 years of his career he has bowled the best he's ever bowled, and as consistently as he's ever bowled. And I think people will always respect, in this era he's always prioritised playing Test cricket for Australia over anything else. And when Cummins and Hazelwood have not been fit, like the guy that's always been there and always bowled well is Mitchell Stark.
They were chatting to Mitchell Johnson on Triple M. Him and Howie were chatting a fair bit about it all, and Jono was saying the same sort of thing. He's like, it's like, I think it's an Australian left armour thing where you pride the Australian Test cricket jersey a bit more than a T20 contract, because Johnson said he didn't really do any T20 stuff when he could be playing for Australia in Test cricket. But he's like what Starkey's doing is insane, and like the preparation.
Dude, 35.
Dude, Howie said that he spent about 100 days around the Australian cricket team since the end of the Windies tour.
Howie spent 100
Like
days with the team.
he's been doing stuff with
How the
interview.
fuck do I get that job?
Yeah, I know, dude. How good would that be?
Not interviewing, just like
They have people to keep people like you away from the
Yeah.
team.
So he's just been around interviewing, doing all that sort of shit. And he said from the end of that Test series, there was 100 days or something from then to the first day of the Perth Test, and Mitchell Stark had a fully prepared, like, gym routines, recovery, dietary for every single day, so that if he followed everything to a T, he'd be at his peak physical performance, like, and best thing for the first day of the Ashes. And he got fucking 7 wickets.
And if he didn't bowl, like, put us on his back like that, like, we could have got pumped, because Boland bowled the worst I think he's ever bowled for Australia. Like, really missed his lengths.
So the best thing about that, though, was he realised that he just needs to bowl what he's going to bowl, because they kept walking him and charging him.
Yeah, but he was also pole hunting a little bit, I think. Like, he was trying to pitch it up too much to try and get edges, and it just wasn't working.
That's a result of them moving on his length. Like, just stick to your length, dude.
Yeah, it was, but I also think it was a part of maybe him trying to counteract what happened last time in England, maybe, or even just him, like, obviously there was a lot of talk in the lead up that England hold no fear for him and all that type of thing, and maybe he just got a bit carried away trying to take wickets. And in the second innings, it was like a gradual thing as the innings went on, but even like in the 4 to 6 overs before he took the 3 far, you could like see he was starting to settle on a length. They were stopping, like they stopped walking at him. They couldn't really get him away as much, and it was like
there's a bit where before
coming.
he took his first wicket, where it's like every ball could be a wicket.
Dude, like
from
Pope
him.
played and missed against him like 8 or 9 times, and I was so happy he got out playing that exact same fucking play and miss. Like, it was just like anything on that length outside, he just kept driving it and kept missing it. And I was like, please just nick one, and finally nicked one.
Get in.
So good.
And it's so good. Like, I don't know how he has this thing for taking wickets in, like, multiple wickets in the same over.
Yeah.
Like, no one else does it like him, where once he gets one, it's like, fuck, look out.
You're in trouble, eh? Yeah, you'd hate to be the next in when Boland's fucking bowling.
Yeah, unless you're Harry Brook, you're like, fuck it, I'll just walk at him, or I'll just throw hands at one outside off.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck, nick off as well. Well done, legend.
The podcast this week is brought to you by Better.
It's our favourite little punting app, Josh. They are huge supporters of this podcast, and we can't thank the legends of Better enough. Footy season may be over, but there's plenty left on the Better app, Josh.
Yes, there is. Look, we're coming into one of the great spring racing carnivals that we will ever see. Plenty of good horses going around. Will Via Sestino maintain its run?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Will Clutzy have a same-game multi on most NFL games?
Fucking oath. Yes, I will. And that will be through the Better app. Guys, the Better specials have been popping off recently. Make sure you jump on there on a Thursday or a Friday. Have a look what they got for the weekend. They've usually got some midweek ones as well, but some of those specials have been sensational. The odds are spectacular. You can't find those markets anywhere else. They are the greatest betting app. Get around them.
They are. We'll occasionally even have our own little market in there, so keep an eye out for that. But as Clutzy said, download the Better app today, get amongst it, and support the people who support this podcast.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Very excited to see Mitch Stark with the pink ball in his mitts, though.
And that's the funny thing. It's like you've just seen him take 7 far, and now he gets the ball that he is unstoppable with. And I saw a thing, it was like 2 innings, and one of the first players ever to go 2 innings in a row where he gets the best career figures because I think he took 6 for 9 against the Windies in that pink ball test, and then the very next innings takes 7 for 58 to top that.
Bang.
So crazy.
So we're about to see a 10-wicket haul when we're at the Gabba.
Yep. Could be over very quickly.
Jack, I know you're saying how they've got the pace attack there, England. You know what could potentially be fucked for them if we just play standard cricket and we bat for a long time if we can stay out there, and then England go bat for 30 overs, then have to go back out and bowl.
Well, we saw
Their
it.
bowlers could be completely fucked by the end of the tour.
Their paces dropped massively in that second innings. I don't know if it was part of them, like they just knew the game was gone, but like Archer came back for a second spell and his first ball was 129, I think.
Yeah, but have you seen the chain the bloke's wearing
It is
around
a
his
fucking
neck?
sick
It's
chain.
fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah, I also like Cast with the full sleeve tat and a gold chain as well. Like,
Yeah, that's the
bit going on.
Zimbabwean, isn't
Yeah,
it?
bit going on.
Yeah.
And like Mark Wood was bowling in the mid 130s at points after he was bowling at 150 on the first day. Like them having to, like they batted those bowlers like Atkinson, Cast and stuff had a decent partnership. So they had to bat. They'd already bowled that morning. They'd bowled the night before. Like, it's a big job backing up like that. And I think that is the way Australia... If England are going to keep batting for 30 to 35 overs, if Australia can extend their batting stints, then England will get run into the ground.
Yeah, which is great to see. Speaking of Mark Wood, I only saw this just before we got on the pod. Don't know what the full story is, but Fox Cricket... People outside Australia don't seem to understand how bloody big Australia is. Enter England quick, Mark Wood. With the first test done in 2 days, he asked his coaches about whether he could drive to Brisbane for the second test. Not really. He was quickly shown a map, and then they've got a map from Optus Stadium to the Gabba. If you take tolls, 46 hours, 4,308 kilometres.
Well, they've got 12, 13 days.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Someone
break
did
it up.
say, well, they've got an extra 3 days because they finished early.
Knock it
but
over.
that is so... Imagine that. Like, is that head noise? Are you driving to, like, find it?
Need
Are
some
you trying to
alone
become
time.
one with the country?
I'm
Like-
surprised by that. Like, this isn't his first Australia tour, for one.
Yeah.
And for two, is it not just basic geography, like, like the cities on the west and east? Like,
Yeah.
he would have flown to Perth and known I'm on the west coast of Australia.
And also, isn't it always Perth and then Brizzy, or that was the Brizzy test first last time?
2021,
Yeah.
22, Perth didn't get an Ashes test.
Oh.
It was in Tassie, the 5th test.
There you go.
So I don't know, but
That's
like,
right.
I still feel like that Australia is a big country from like basic school geography.
He's too busy learning how to score runs quickly. Bazball. Fucking dumb cunts.
Yeah, maybe Bazball is not knowing geography. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah.
It's fucking crazy, though. Like, maybe he needs to have a chat with Chris O about how to get around the country in a timely manner.
Bloody oath. Jack, one thing I wanted to ask you was if you were one of the selectors, who would be opening the batting for the Gabba test?
I would stick with Travis Head, and I would bump Green to 5, and I would bring Webster at 6.
And I would tell Green that I'd suck him off.
And I'd tell Cameron, step the fuck up, championship.
Yeah.
It's your time, buddy. But yeah, that's what I would go with. I don't know how you can go back to Khawaja now.
See what Buff said?
What did Buff say?
Buff said, think he might need to retire. Buff was...
Well, if you drop him, you are retiring.
You're retiring him. Because he's fucking not going to go back and play for the Bulls. We know that.
And like if they were really strict on wanting to keep Head at 5, which apparently Travis was kind of hinting in the presser that he'd been floating it for a while and wanted to do it, but then I also heard that wasn't true. And I think if that was completely true, he would have had more of a crack at it over the last couple of years when they've gone through 7 different partnerships that they might have had a look at Travis if he wanted to.
Because he's probably been our informed batsman for how long?
4 years really, since the 21-22 Ashes. But he opens in all white ball cricket. He opens in the subcontinent. If he can open against England, who are the second toughest team we'll play here, like why can't he open all the time?
Yeah.
And for me, even if they were stuck on him at 5, I would honestly bring in Renshaw over Khawaja.
Oh, my God.
But like...
Oh, my God. Swap a DSC for a DSC.
Exactly, 1 for 1, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
fair.
A Queenslander for a Queenslander.
How nervous are you that Renshaw might make his test recall after you...
Well, I did say his Australia career was done, and he's already played for Australia since that.
True.
So, it is a bit of an egg on my face situation, but it is kudos to him to downgrade and bat so significantly and score so many runs.
Yeah.
But like a few things with Khawaja have probably rubbed me the wrong way a little bit over the last kind of 18 months. And some of the stuff where he's like, I'm only doing this because Australia needs me. And like, I think part of the reason he's been allowed to play on for so long is because there hasn't been runs behind him. But now we have had a look at what Travis Head can do. And we have a guy who's played Test cricket before, who's now in the peak of his career, who's made 300s in 4 tests, including one at the Gabba with a pink ball this week. And Khawaja has not made that many made that many runs. And when you are 38, 39 and you continue to refuse to retire, you kind of forgo the fairy tale send-off. Like, you leave yourself open to, if you're not making runs, you will get dropped. And so he could have retired at the end of Sydney last year and got a fairy tale at Sydney, like Warner got. Or he could have retired after the World Test Championship final this year and he would have been like in a car going around the stadiums this year. Like, but it's like, you chose to play on and you haven't made the runs, and there are guys now who we think can do a better job. Like, I'm sorry.
Mr. Renshaw, I'd like to speak on. I did say a while back he could be like another, not going to have the same career potentially, but Matthew Hayden got dropped when he was a lot younger and came back as a father, as a big Queensland left-handed opening batsman.
Didn't have the CA app on his phone either.
No, he didn't.
I think they had the CA app back then.
There weren't many apps maybe there weren't any apps back then, but
Maybe there was the one where you could drink a beer on your phone.
What's to say? Like, that's the drop he needed. Like, he's gone back and he's been fucking so good this year. Like,
he has. Yeah, it's been a while coming. Like, he had a really good period in the middle order, and he did get back in the Australia team. He played a test in Sydney against South Africa, and he went to India and played 1 or 2 tests. But then I think they've kind of wanted him to take one of these opener spots, and the runs just haven't been there. But
now it's like,
now they're there, and it's a good time to score runs now. And so, yeah, I think, and especially at 20, I think he's 29 now. It's a good age. I think, like, especially, like, you can have a good fourth. Like, Mike Hussey debuted at 30. Like, he could easily have a very good second half of his career from 29 to 34 or whatever. But, yeah, and I think Khawaja, like, it would be a massive call. Like, I think he's played 85 tests, and he has been such a massive part of this team, especially in the last few years. But, yeah, and I think the optics, as much as the golf thing is like, Mitch Stark played the same day and took 7 for.
Yeah.
But I do think with Khawaja, he's been so hit or miss about whether he'll play for the Bulls or not. Like, you know, and he didn't play the last Shield round because he had a little niggle. And then he plays 18 holes 3 out of the 4 days leading up to a test match, and then he can't field or perform on the field. And it's a bit like, you seem to miss Shield games so easily, but it's like,
didn't miss golf games.
You're smashing golf all the time. It's like, I don't know. Again, there probably wasn't a correlation, but the optics are terrible.
It's not
it doesn't look good.
No.
At all.
If it was a rugby league player, it'd be getting thrown around the rugby 360 table. Not rugby 360 table. The NRL 360 table.
Tom Trbojevic, who's missed heaps of games with injury, and then he's videoed racing in the Corso, and then he's injured, and people were like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So it's like, I do think it's just one of those things where it's like, you've missed heaps of games, you're very old, like, you're 39, you're about to turn 39. Why are you playing so much golf in the lead into a test match?
I did see one of the only things going back, like with your Travis Head stuff and keeping Khawaja and whatnot, is that they're worried that, you know, your people like your Cam Greens and shit haven't stood up to score runs. So if we have a collapse and Head's opened and he's no longer there, who the fuck saves us?
Yeah, well, like, I think the big thing with Head is after 30 overs, his average is like, so if he comes in before 30 overs or comes in after 30 overs, his average is like astronomically better if he comes in after 30 overs. So like a big thing is, the reason Australia have been happy to bat time with guys like Khawaja and Marnus and whoever is, if you can get Head in later, he will make the runs up there for you. But I just think with this series, the way it is going, with how fast it's going to be played and how aggressive England are, you have to be putting pressure back on them.
Yeah.
And at the moment, so worst case, if Travis Head does not make massive runs at the top, you're kind of getting what we've been getting with Usman and guys like that anyway.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, the ceiling is what we just got, or similar, where we're none for 50 or 60 after 10 overs, and those guys coming in later are not coming in. Like Green came in at 4 for 31.
Yeah.
And Webster as well, when he's been batting at 6, and Ted, although like the last few summers, we've had that many like 4 for 30s, 4 for 40s.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Fifers, and Carey and Webster and Head and whatnot have got us out of big situations. Green did as well when he made his 174. Like, it is, I just don't think, I think the risk is that the middle order is a bit weaker, but I think we have better strengths in the middle order than what we have as an opener. Like, you could bring in Josh Inglis as well, who's just made 130. I think he was opening in that game, but he is a strong middle order bat. McSweeney's a good middle order bat. Like, we
Strong
have
head of
heaps
hair
of good
too.
middle order bats that we could play. Who's that?
Strong head of hair too on Josh
Exactly.
Inglis. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, if we can solve this opening thing, I have faith that we can make the runs in the middle order. Like, I do have faith in Smith, Green, Webster, Carey, that they'll make runs.
Any bowlers coming back for the second test? Do we know yet?
Sounds like Cummins will play.
So who misses out?
I think Doggett.
Tough, but
Did you hear the commentators talk about Doggett's bat?
So same manufacturer as Jake Weatherald.
Right.
It's a it's like a guy in Adelaide who just does up bats in his backyard.
Because, dude, someone was
that's
like,
Jack's
I think
alias.
it was Dave Warner was like, one of the guys, like Steve Smith or someone, we know Doggett doesn't have a proper bat sponsor, but you can't put him out there with something so thin that looks like he's never going to be able to hit the boundary. I basically just fully trashed
Flamed
this
him.
bat for how skinny it was. And I saw
hang on, Dave Warner did that.
Yeah.
He's on with the fucking double-sided thing back in the day.
Yeah.
And use the DSC. Shut the fuck up, championship.
So he, yeah, he was fully flaming it. And it's just after I've seen this,
flaming it.
it's just after I've seen this thing about, this guy in the backyard of his Adelaide
Yeah, I
home
saw-
making
yeah,
rules.
Adelaide
I
guy.
didn't realize he did Doggett as well.
Weatherald, yeah. So Weatherald opened with, and Weatherald and Doggett opened with this. Oh, sorry, use the same bat manufacturer. Yeah.
Does it part time. How crazy is that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's an occupational therapist, I believe.
Oh.
Does a little bit of bat making. It is crazy. Like, can you imagine you make just bats on the side and the Australian opener is using
Yeah.
your bat?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Surely that's got to be good for business, right?
You'd think so. It's like Josh Brown makes his own bats, and after
Yeah.
he made that 100 for the Heat, it was like business. Is
Dude, that's like
booming.
why I picked every bat I ever had, because someone
Like,
used
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Hello,
Literally.
Andrew Simons.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not touching that thing. You know what I mean? A woodworm? Fuck no. Not a chance.
Had its day, man. It did have
No,
its
it
day.
fucking didn't.
Dude, it was
Only for
pretty cool.
perverts.
It was cool for a bit there.
You're full of shit. Anything else on the cricket?
I think that is it. England's still choosing not to play all their guys in this pink ball game.
I did
break
see something
between-
on this. They was talking to Michael Vaughan about it, and he was like, "If you seriously think that you're not going to play your team that's playing in Brisbane in a 2-day pink ball game, like you're stupid after what you've just done."
But like, I don't get why why can't Zach Crawley just play that game? He'll probably bat and not field. Like, it's an exhibition game essentially. Just get him some. Try and
Confidence.
get some confidence.
Mate,
into
I'm
it.
happy for them not to do it. I'm stoked
Yeah.
that they're not doing it.
Same. And like, if you're Zach Crawley and you've been kept in the team for 3 years to perform now, like, I know what it's like at work sometimes where I don't have to perform for ages. And then when that time comes around, it's like, fuck. And if it's gone so poorly for him in the first test, like, he'd want to get some runs into him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least some time in the middle where he's not facing Mitchell Stark and under the absolute pressure cooker.
Yeah.
But this is just what they just do their own thing. So it's like,
We're going to day 2 of the cricket. It could be over by then.
yeah, I've got day 3 tickets.
Rough.
The best thing going for us is that it has stormed so much in
Yeah.
Brisbane recently
Yeah,
that we
those.
might get rain delays.
See, but I don't. Oh. Do you know what?
We know the Gabba trains well.
The only time that I wouldn't mind a rain delay is being in a box at the cricket.
So you just get maggot.
Hello, darling. I'm there from 2 till 10. Also, how do you attack a fucking day at the cricket in a corporate box?
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I fucking hope so, because I am stressing. Oh, man.
On Saturday, me and the fellas were talking like, are we making enough money that we could do a box for one of the days at Magic Round? And I was like, got it up. No.
How much is it?
I couldn't find any that were just for one day.
Yeah, okay.
It was all for 2 days. You had to be 2 days, but it was like 1,000 per person plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, no, we're not.
No.
But a box at the cricket, oh.
Box at the cricket
Aircon.
has me so hard.
The only shit thing about the shit things about being at the cricket live: sunburn, heat, warm plastic cups, and not being able to see shit properly. In a box, you have air conditioned, cold beers in glasses, and TV screens everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say screens.
Oh, hot outside? Let me just go stand in the aircon and have a prawn cocktail.
Need to piss? Let me get in that pool.
I'm going to go through the most hectic hydration lead up that week so that I'm just fully primed to not feel fucked when I get there. Just
do you think?
alert. When I get dehydrated, I start feeling so fucking tired, and I'm really bad at drinking water. I'm trying to get better with my Big Blue. But
Big blue. But boy.
I need to get more of that fucking stuff from Sydney. But yeah, if I'm fully hydrated, I'll be fully awake and I'll be fully ready to rip.
Do we want to touch on the Wallabies before we finish
Yeah,
up?
that's what
Or
I was
anything else?
Fuck. Well, we'll see if Harry's still keen to come on for a chat when he's back. But yeah, look, not good.
Tough.
Didn't play as badly against the French, but they still lost by a shit ton.
Yeah.
I think it's the first spring tour in 67 years that we haven't won a game. Because you can't count Japan as a spring tour game.
Hurtful.
No offense to the Japanese listening.
No.
And there are many.
And there's many.
Oh, yeah.
Sam
We
Green,
translate directly.
Sam Green, Jack Cornelison, Valence Tafare,
Joe Manu.
yeah, Joe Manu, Quade Cooper, and Will Gagnon.
Tough scenes for the Wallabies. They'll be back bigger and better.
They'll be back. I think we've got a good young core, which is probably something we've been saying for the last 15 years. But yeah, but the only thing that makes me not as upset about it is having a look at how the other teams have gone over their touring as well. It's a fucking tough place to go. England beat the All Blacks last week. Like, it's a tough place to go to.
Even just the travel. A lot of travel.
I also think we were robbed by not being able to play Wales. Because
Yeah, that
that's a
would've been a
guaranteed
scalp. Yeah.
fucking win.
They should be knocking off Italy though, really.
Yeah. But to
Really?
be fair, dude, Italy in recent years, they're under 20s who are now filtering. It's like, all
Dude,
the
we should be knocking off Italy.
Yeah.
we should be, but it's like, when France has always been like so, and then they started getting really good again. Their under 20s were fucking dominating. And they're now all filtered through to the French national team. The Italian under 20s have been doing pretty well the last few years. It just sucks that they're boosted up by a lot of people from other countries as well. It's that's the shit part. But yeah, look, come to the World Cup, Italy, and see if you can make the quarterfinals, because it won't fucking happen.
I also heard that us not winning puts us under pressure of being now in a group of death at the World Cup.
I almost guarantee we'll be in a group of death for the World Cup.
Us not making the knockouts of a home World Cup would be bad.
Horrible.
It will be potential
really bad.
England 2015.
Yeah.
That's catastrophic.
But I mean, just for the sport in this country,
Yeah.
it would sting a lot.
Fucking oath.
It would possibly be the death of the sport in this country.
It's on Lifeline at the moment too. Fucking hell.
It's had a bit of a resurgence. The Lions tour helped a lot.
It did, but I also don't think the spring tour
Helped.
I don't think it's had the cut through that I thought it might, and I also think the results. I think people thought we were trending in the right direction after the Lions tour, and I think that those results have been a bit frustrating, and also just the fact we still don't know who the first choice 10 is, and now the Reds have both of them. Like the two most likely candidates, and it's like they're probably going to fuck around half the year not knowing who the actual 10 is.
Yeah, it's going to be annoying. The only good thing I'd say, I don't even know if it is a good thing. Les coming in as the coach, like, he's got both of them there at the Reds. Like, fucking please think about the bigger picture on your next job, because if you don't do well, you're not going to have a job. Like,
But again, like, this is just crazy to me that he isn't just now the Wallabies. Like, it's weird that he's coaching the Reds to me still when he's got the Wallabies job. And like, you do want them to be focusing on the bigger picture with the 10s, but it's like his job really should just be the Reds. As in, if he's coaching the Reds, his job should be the Reds winning.
Yep.
Yeah, and then if the Reds don't win, they're going to be like, he's thinking too much about the Wallabies.
Yeah, like, it just, I don't know.
Tricky
Yeah.
spot for him to be in too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, tough.
They really just need to
he gets remunerated all right though. So.
Yeah, I hope he's taking both salaries.
Yeah, fucking
They really just need to start letting the punters make the decisions
Yeah,
for
fucking
Australian
oath,
rugby.
let us make decisions.
Let us make the
Run
fucking
some Fox
decisions.
Sports polls for the team
Yeah.
selection for the first test.
You know
Can
those
we just
folks-
run our own?
Yeah.
We'll just put polls up.
Instagram polls.
Yep, on our stories.
You know that movie? It's a Disney movie about
High School Musical.
Mark Wahlberg where he becomes a receiver for the Jets.
No.
You ever seen that?
I've never even heard of that movie.
Dude, there's some, or for Philadelphia, sorry, for the Eagles. It's based on a true story. The Eagles needed players or something and just held open tryouts. And he ended up getting a gig and played like a couple of games of NFL.
Crazy.
I think Australian rugby needs to do what they've done in
Open
those
tryouts.
open tryouts for fucking leadership positions and decision making.
Oh, you mean like in the corporate side of it, not the players? Yeah, I
in the
like
corporate
that.
side.
Well, can you prepare
Players,
a
we
pitch
got the
next
cattle,
week? Can you prepare a pitch for next week?
Yeah, I
pitch?
can. I'll try. Mark Wahlberg, Philadelphia Eagles.
I think that's probably all much all we got time for this week, unless there's anything else.
Go watch the movie Invincible. It's a 2006 sports drama on
What's its
Disney.
Rotten Tomatoes percentage?
7 out of 10 and 71% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Solid.
Dude, it's actually a fucking great. Vince faces many hardships in life after he finds out that his wife's filed for divorce. Things change when he manages to get into a football team and enjoys a career as a professional footballer.
Better or worse than Any Given Sunday?
Fuck, I don't know.
Better or worse than Remember the Titans?
Worse than Remember the Titans.
Blind Side.
Better.
Better than The Blind Side?
Yeah, because The Blind Side shits me.
As in with the added context now or the whole time?
They made my boy look like a soft cock. And no, I don't know. It's
What about the game plan with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing quarterback?
oh, dude, fuck the game plan. Terrible movie. It's not better than The Longest Yard though.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, now we're really talking.
It's based off the real life of a guy called Vince Papali.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, dude, it's real.
Fuck, you should have led with that.
I did
He
lead
did
with
say,
that.
yeah, he did say that.
It's actually a crazy story.
That
Played
is
3
mental.
seasons of NFL, literally.
Yeah, that is mental.
They used to play park football or like just on the streets fucking each other up in
Happened
Philadelphia.
to Dave Warner too, didn't it? Wasn't he playing park cricket?
Park cricket.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a good movie. You should go home and watch it tonight with Georgia.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Disney Plus.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
I wish.
underrated sports films are Disney sports films.
There you go.
If you go onto, not an ad, but if you go to Disney Plus and have a look at sports,
High School Musical 1, 2, 3.
I've never watched High School Musical.
Are you serious?
Oh, really?
100%, dude.
That's fucked, man.
Troy Bolton
How's
was
that
my
fucked?
hero growing up. Well, probably still
Yeah,
is.
and it fucking tells.
Whoa.
It tells you haven't watched it if you're using that as an insult.
Well, he should have stayed with basketball.
Well, he did both in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's-
No, I haven't watched the movie.
Watch it. He's like Justin Timberlake off the court, and
Yeah.
he's like Steve Nash on the court.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah,
had it
okay.
all.
He's got the
He
best of
truly
both
had it
worlds.
all.
Yeah, the hot misses,
Yeah,
everything.
and beautiful women throwing themselves at him. That's why he's my hero. He could do all 3 things.
Yeah, but
Can we please go now?
no. I want to talk about Disney sports movies.
We'll be
My
back
first one.
We'll be back on Monday. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Goodbye.